Comic Con is essentially supposed to be a pop culture event which is hosted around comic books, but also involves television, gaming, movies, and pretty much anything that you would consider part of popular culture. Comic Con has been going on for 4 years now. We're in our 4th year. Basic idea initially was to try it out as an experiment. Now it is evolved into creating an entertainment event which is going to be eventually world class. Comic Con will become the platform for obviously people to have a lot of fun, but at the same time get experiences and products which they're not able to get out there in India. So it's slowly getting there. I mean, there are when you come to Comic Con, you get stuff which is not available in the market, but we wanted to take it to the next level. So that's what Comic Con is going to now evolve into. So it's a fun event to be there with your friends and family. Pick up some awesome comic books, check out tons of creators, pick up tons of products, and so we cater to both as a Comic Con, a hardcore comic book fan, at the same time a regular person going to want to have fun with us. So it's a mixed bag, but since most of the people who come to Comic Con have no idea what it is, so it's fun to interact with those people because they tell you actually what is wrong with your event or what is good with your event. Because they're coming without no baggage of a particular bias or some sort of a reference. They're just coming there to enjoy themselves. A thing called Random as well, which is like Mad Magazine. That lasted for about 2.5 years, and through that we were able to find artists and writers and all, and we even published comics. We still do. As Comic Con evolved, more and more people required on it, and we realized that this is going to become a full-time thing for us, and we saw a lot more potential, plus we owned it. So we could control every aspect of it. I decided that that's it, this is what we're going to do going ahead, and slowly, steadily, we pretty much shut down everything else and focus solely on Comic Con. I'm the only founder. I don't have co-founders, I don't have partners, but I have a very awesome team that's been working with me, most of them since we started, some of them before we even started Comic Con. So Comic Con is only 4 years old, so there have been people who've been there since the first day, there are people who joined us in the middle, so all of them together, essentially are partners who helped us put it together. Over the past 4 years, we spent close to 3.5–4 crores into building this up. Now it sounds like a lot of money, but usually it goes out in 50,000, 60,000, and it adds up to all of that amount. But over the past 3 to 4 years, we've spent almost 4 crores in building this up. So that is money which is either self-financed or through whatever we are earning, or in the beginning was from the earnings of the other business being pumped into it. Yeah, social media has played one of the biggest roles and continues to do so. I don't think it's ever going to go away. In fact, what we're trying to do is make it brand extensions so that, for example, our Facebook page should eventually have its own personality. Our Twitter feed should have its own personality. People don't want to follow us just for the heck of getting updates on our events. They also want to follow us because it's cool to follow a Comic Con. Because we were actually comic book fans and we were into stuff like this, so we were very clear about what it should entail. So that way, even if we didn't have the resources for any sort of market research, so we realized that we can't. We are also creating a business, so we have to make sure that we get the right type of companies also to come and help us, because if they are there, then we're able to grow the event as well. So this is why market research is going on right now, because these companies or brands would want to know what the audience coming is wanting, and we would want to know. In my opinion, the creamiest part of the audience out there, these are the guys, if they start using or following something, they can create a trend. These guys can influence a lot of stuff. As much as they don't realize it themselves, they can. You know, it's a very lucrative audience which is out there, and they have to be treated right, and they have to be taken care of, and they have to be taken seriously. Our first event, we were spending about 25 lakhs or something, which was a lot of money for us, still is. But from the first event itself, we were able to recover a decent amount, which was a good thing. So there wasn't really a fund set aside for it. After the first event, every event has so much basically paid for itself. We've never had an event which doesn't end up paying for itself. So whatever money that we need to spend on it, we're able to recover through sales and sponsorships and all. I've had people who ask me, Comic-Con means it's stand-up comics, right? I was like, no, it's comic books. Oh, okay, I thought it was about stand-up comedy. So not every comic book is humorous, right? Just plan through what you're doing. I don't think I'm actually in a position to give out advice to people till I've proven to myself what I should be doing. But what I would say is, people who try and do business which are really creatively bent, you have to balance out your creative urges and needs with the reality that a business is not a business unless it makes a profit. I mean, one of the biggest things that you need when you're doing your own company, running your own business or something, is support from friends and family, because it's very important. Because it's a very lonely thing to do. I've been very lucky that they've been very supportive. Even at times when they don't understand what I'm doing. So when I started this, I don't think most people understood what I was trying to do. When, like with my parents as well. So when they were at the Comic-Con, they were like, wow. I came with certain ideas about what it would mean to run your own company. It was pretty wrong. Maybe it was, people that tend to end up reading a lot on how exciting it is to be an entrepreneur, but it's not. Especially when you're working in a place like India. Not to be, down about it, but you need to think through what you do before you take the plunge, which is why it's called my Big Plunge. Huh?
So start ignition, count to 0. I just wanna be a superhero.